Hayden,
Yes.
were you nervous about coming onto the show today? Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson. This is where the stories are fake and the guests are even more fictional. Join me in my journey through podcast land. If you like what you hear, and I don't see how you could, check out the Patreon for the show and help support. Link in the show notes. If you'd like to support the show for free, simply share the show with your peers, send a link, or spread that thing via the word of mouth. And if you remember, after all that, hit that follow button or subscribe button and rate her 5 stars. Now let's get on with the show. Welcome, Hayden Stevens and Naomi Hammond. Oh. There's my applause. Woo! So, Hayden, it seemed like you were pretty nervous about getting on here.
Oh, yeah, I'm terrified.
You were leaving me with a lot of dead air, and dead air is not good on podcasts.
Oh, it's terrible, yeah. No, I'm terrified right now.
You're really terrified?
Oh, I'm terrified of you. You're scary.
Why am I scary?
Oh, just cause. No, just cause. For real.
All right. Naomi, thank you for being here. Naomi, are you nervous about being here today?
No, I'm completely confident. I'm fine. I'm doing great.
Wow, completely confident.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming. This is really fun. I'm having, I'm just running down the list, like trying to get everybody to get on here. And so what made you guys want to come together?
Well, I was actually just really nervous.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no, yeah. And I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it with someone.
Okay.
And so I chose Naomi.
Are you guys like besties?
Yeah, we're besties.
Yeah? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, she gave a look and...
I'm just kidding. I love Hayden.
Rude.
So, as the kids say, which one of you has the most riz? Naomi, for real?
By far.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
I do, yeah.
Okay. How do you guys measure riz?
That's a good
I have to think about this one.
How do we measure riz?
Is it just...
I don't know, I guess pickup lines, like...
Yeah.
Are you a pickup artist?
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't have said that.
No, yeah, she is.
Go on. Please elaborate.
Do one now.
Yeah, please elaborate.
Ooh, wow. Right now I'm just trying to hold him back because I don't want to make anyone nervous over the podcast, So
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll say
Go on.
Wow.
I just got a lot of people calling, DMing. I don't want to get them, in my phone right now.
And with that voice, you could pick up anybody.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That was wonderful.
So have you seen this in action, Hayden?
The
Have
podcast?
No, have you seen Naomi.
I
know you haven't seen this podcast. It's fine. It's fine. I can see it on your face.
I've seen a solid amount.
I'm talking about Naomi's pickup lines.
No, I don't. Maybe once or twice.
I probably have.
Yeah?
I probably used one on you.
Probably, because we're together.
We are.
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Wow.
Betrayal.
Okay. Cool. Was not expecting that. So, all right. We have to introduce you both to the world of worst impressions, because unfortunately, none of us are celebrities that come on this podcast. No celebrities yet. But we have to let's start it off here. Okay, who wants to go first with how you were created? Did you fall from the stars? Did you hatch out of an egg? What happened that made you into who you are right now? I
So-
guess Naomi is going first. So
he
most
looked at
Riz.
me. I figured.
Most Riz. All
Yeah,
right, let's
you're
roll.
welcome, guys. So I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I was.
I didn't know that.
I know. I love sharing that because then people are always like, "What?"
Well, that is cool.
I was born there, but I had to move like immediately because of a little storm.
Oh my gosh! You were Katrina or oh my god!
Year after I was born.
Whoa. Okay, that.
That's a lot of lore.
that's a lot of lore, but it also really dates me now. It's like a year after you were born. I was like, oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, we with it seems like Waco got a ton of well, I don't know if you live if you live in Waco or not. But I don't they got a lot of Louisiana transplants. Like from Katrina, it seemed, because I grew up with a lot of them, and I knew a lot of them. I was old enough to know when it was happening in the news and all of that stuff. So that is interesting. So did your entire family come here, or what happened?
Most of my family moved to Tomball, Texas. I've kind of lived a little bit of a lot of places in Texas.
Okay.
Because the first year after we lived in Tomball, which is right outside of Houston, and then we moved back and forth between New Orleans and Tomball, trying to get.
Is Tomball one of the towns that's like super close to the Texas Renaissance Festival?
Yes.
Yeah, because I stayed. Okay, yeah. I definitely stayed in an Airbnb to go there.
Oh,
in Tomball to go to the Texas. You ever been there?
I feel like I have a couple of times. Yeah.
It's just a blur.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, a lot happened in my childhood years.
Oh, okay.
A lot of lore.
Interesting.
I won't go too far into it, but
Sure.
a lot of switching back and forth, and then after Tomball, I moved to Pflugerville. And
P.
then
Flug.
yeah, and
with a
then
P.
yeah. Oh, that was a weird place. But
It was a weird place.
it was a bit of a weird place.
Okay. Shots fired on Pflugerville.
Just a little bit.
Good.
I mean, it's Pflugerville spelt with a P. It's like they put it in front of everything.
P. Flug.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, and then Austin, and then Waco.
Okay. So, so now the way that I know you and the reason that you're here is because you're doing theater with McLennan Theatre.
Yeah.
What got you to do that? Through all of that saga, at what point did theater get in the mix?
I did not start theater until my sophomore year, which was my first year at Waco High School.
Oh, Waco High. Okay, cool.
Because I did
They got good theater.
1 year of high school in Austin, and then I moved during COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I got here and I did the first semester of sophomore year online. And then I went in person in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got recruited for UIL. And then my teacher was like, you should audition for the play. And I did. And I got an understudy role for one of the leads. But then one of the actresses dropped. And so
it was your time to shine.
It was my time to shine. They asked me first. They were
Nice.
like, we want you to be the new, it was Marcy Park in the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I got that part immediately, and I learned it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Whoa, nice.
And,
Good
yeah.
job, Naomi.
After
All right.
that, I was like, I love theater, and I want to do it forever.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. That's so cool. That is a real the understudy thing is fascinating. Yeah, because you would have never, maybe later you might have gotten more into it, but had that person not dropped out, who knows?
Oh my gosh, I was a little bit of lore. It was kind of a crazy cast, and so I was kind of really intimidated and
Sure.
I'm gonna quit theater after this show when I was an understudy.
These are weirdos. I don't really want to hang out with them.
It was really intimidating, and I was like, ooh, wow, I'm just gonna fade out.
Yeah.
But then I got a bigger role, and people respected me more. Because when I got there,
and you demanded the respect. bags.
I did actually.
Oh, yeah,
no.
for sure.
When I got there, I was this shy, timid little thing, and I didn't know anyone, so I was pushed over a lot.
Oh my god!
And I was also an understudy.
Hayden, are
but-
you hearing this?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
crazy.
beat these.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fight them.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
gonna name-
The children that were
don't.
there.
But yeah, you can tell us off the air later, and
Yeah.
Hayden
yeah.
and I will go.
Call them up.
We'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
rough up some fellas,
Oh, yeah,
some
for
ladies.
sure.
You're gonna rough up some ladies?
No, I didn't say that. Actually,
I thought you just said.
Yeah.
I would never
Hayden
agree. That's not
got
gonna happen.
Caught, but it's okay.
Thank you,
No.
Naomi. That is a really wonderful origin story for your theater, your path there, and it is wonderful to see you. And you were so good, so great in Guys and Dolls.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, who is she? Get her more, get her more front and center. Absolutely. So thank you for sharing. And now we know a little bit more about Naomi. Hayden,
Yeah, Peruni.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Oh no,
But tell me where you come from.
it's really boring.
Do what?
It's really boring.
That's what I thought. Let's move on.
Oh,
Okay.
No, I'm just
perfect.
kidding. No. Tell me, when. Okay, a little bit about me meeting you.
Ooh.
I immediately clocked you. Like the first day rehearsals, I was like, that guy. I was like, that guy's awesome. So
Of course I am. Yeah.
yeah. So
Period.
what kind of shaped you? You know, where did you hatch from an egg? What
Oh
happened?
yeah,
here?
for sure. From
yeah.
an egg.
Tell me. Yeah.
In Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Just like so. I met this girl named Lilo.
I knew I was gonna say that.
And I have a weird fixation with Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, and I'm a blue alien right now.
I-
I'm currently a blue
Obviously,
alien.
quite obviously.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But yeah, what how did you get into my presence?
So okay, so if I am from Waco.
Ew.
I
No,
know.
Go for it.
Wacky Waco, yucky.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm from Waco.
Uh-huh.
The only other place I've lived is Fort Worth, but then I moved back to Waco.
No, I'm
I
just
know
kidding.
it is even worse.
No,
Okay,
I'm
but
just
yeah,
kidding.
but I started theater in freshman year of high school, with The Lion King at China Spring. I know. Go
Okay.
Cougs.
Okay. So here's the deal. Then I found out that you went to China Spring, which I did, and I've mentioned a million times on this show. And we won't name drop her quite yet, but
Mhm.
we know somebody mutually, and I would love to have her on the show, but we'll see. And I was so pumped that you knew her and that you got to work with her, and that you come from the same stomping grounds. So were you in China Spring like the whole time, mostly except for the Fort Worth era?
Yeah. So China Spring, I went to a bunch of different high schools. I move around a lot in Waco.
Okay.
Like I've had 3 different houses while at MCC, and this is my second year at MCC.
Oh my god.
I know.
What are you doing? Are you burning them down?
Yeah.
All right.
I love arson.
Little arson.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. Clip that chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. But no, we just move. We just do for some reason.
Yeah.
We're like, actually we hate this house now. How about we just get another one?
All right. Money bags. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is there something in your life or something that happened that made you want to perform, made you kind of a narcissist? Because I know.
Yeah, because I just love being mean to people and being like, I'm the best. That's what I do all day.
That's what I noticed that first thing.
The first thing I saw.
Yeah, the first thing I ever saw, and I was like, I love it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no. I don't know. I liked Lion King, and that's what they were doing. So I was like, okay. And then I had what song did I even do?
So I love the Lion King.
Lion King is really good.
All right.
I think I auditioned with I forgot it's the song from the Newsies. I think it was Carry the Banner.
Yeah,
That one.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
really? Surprising.
I'm like, yeah. When somebody's like, "Do you know that show?" and I'm just go, "Yes, I
Sure.
do. I do know that show, and
Definitely.
I know all of the numbers from that show."
Every
Yeah.
single one of them.
So, Lion King. Now, this is a question for both of you.
Yeah.
Is there a movie or any type of media that like before you ever auditioned or did anything in high school that
Mhm.
like kind of triggered that inside of you? There's like, ooh, that looks like fun, but not not just the movie itself, but like I want to do what they're doing. Like does that make sense? Like I want to act. I want to. What do you got?
Okay. So this is wild, but low key, Shark Boy and Lava Girl and Spy Kids.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? How old are you guys? Were they already out when you guys were?
I think so.
Because like I'm gonna look it up
I was
because
I think so.
those came out like for me. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing is like, and I'm older than you guys. Let's go with Spy Kids.
I think they were already out, but they were just like really popular with our generation for some reason.
They were really popular with mine. Thank you.
My bad.
Correction.
we lent them to you.
You can borrow that.
Yeah, they were 2001. How many of you were alive in 2001? Zero.
Zero of us. None of us. So,
Ooh.
it was actually me.
I was,
That's awesome. Okay. So yes, me and my people, we showed you Spy Kids and Shark Boy and
Yeah.
Love Girl, and you loved it.
we
Yeah,
took them.
for sure.
Yes. All right. You took
Shark
them.
Boy and Love. I would watch that like every day.
Really?
Yes, that was
Shark
one
Boy
of
and
my
Lava Girl
favorites.
is
That's
so
crazy.
good. Amazing.
Okay.
Taylor Lautner.
What is you? Okay. So though, is that the same thing for you, Naomi?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, yeah. It was like movies like that. I loved all the Disney Channel shows and
Yep.
movies. I was like, I want to be on that. Fun fact, I auditioned for Disney Channel and I got a call back, but they
Nuh-uh.
wanted like $1,000 and my mom was like, no.
Whoa.
So you were getting scammed?
Well,
Maybe.
probably. But
So what did they?
it
Did
was
they
like
say?
an official company. We had to drive out to like Florida.
Really? And they wanted $1,000 for what? Did they say why? What?
I don't know, but they were like, oh, you have to pay for something. And my mom was like, no, because they're going to treat you bad anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Probably. You know what? Now that I think about it, it could have been a scam.
Probably a scam.
But it was like this like big like
Pay
I don't know,
Pay
it
us
looked
$1,000
official.
and we'll take care of your daughter. It'll
it
be
was like
fine.
this like
and
she'll
we
be
get
ours.
$1,000.
it was like this big casting thing, and they were like, we're holding auditions, and there were like a bunch of people there and a bunch of kids, like they were child auditions.
Everybody wants to be a star these days.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't
Everybody
do
wants to be a
that.
star.
That would have been
I'm a star.
scary.
Sorry.
Are you a star?
Yeah,
One day you're gonna be a star, Hayden. I can
Thank you.
see it in your face.
I already am actually. Hold it.
Period.
Got him.
You're welcome. Okay. What all right, moving forward, if you could ideally and take turns with this in the next 5 years or so, what would you want out of the next 5 years? And this can be career-wise, it can just be life, happiness, whatever it is, because you're still young. And so I don't typically ask this about, to older guests, but, because, I want you guys to come back and like, we'll just, we'll see what's going on. But yeah, ideally, what do you see? What do you want?
For me,
You want to be on the Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I need
3.
to meet Taylor No, I'm just kidding. Really though, I really need to get back to Honduras. Last year I went to Honduras for a research project. I'm a marine biology major.
Honduras?
Mhm.
Okay. And you're a marine biology major?
Mhm.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so this theater thing is just for kicks.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just-
It's just to fulfill your Shark Boy and Lava Girl dreams.
Yeah, a little
okay,
bit,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, so marine biology.
yeah, I was when I was little, I watched a dolphin tale and I was like, cool, I'm gonna do that forever. And so since like 5th grade, I decided I was gonna do marine biology, and I got here MCC at like it was like a year ago. I don't know why I got
Yeah.
confused.
Cool.
I got here a year ago, and I immediately found an opportunity to go and do a research project in Honduras because
Whoa.
they sponsor like biology majors to go out and like do research on the reefs. And so
Very
I got to
fun.
scuba dive and like go
Yeah.
in the ocean and do all those like cool things. And I really want to do that again.
Okay, so what about marine biology? Like what triggered that as a kid?
I don't. Okay, well, I was always like, my mom threw me in a pool when I was little. You know, they do the like,
Nice.
okay, now float,
We're
little
trying
Timmy.
to recreate
you
the
know,
Nirvana cover. Absolutely.
Well, or I don't know. Maybe I was too much. She didn't want. I'm just kidding. She threw me in a pool when I was little. I remember, like, I have little flashbacks of being like 5 and swimming in 5 feet. Like, I was this little tiny kid at my Christian daycare school, and we learned how to swim like early.
That's
so
awesome.
I spent a lot of time in the water. Anytime we could go to the beach, we would go down to like Galveston or like Biloxi Beach out in New Orleans. New Orleans, Mississippi, ? Around there. I spent a lot of time in the water. I loved animals, specifically like marine animals. I loved the Audubon Aquarium. I would go there whenever I could. So I just like really fell in love with like the ocean and stuff at a young age.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Wait, what does... Do the mammals, like, do you want to work with the whales?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I saw a dolphin tail and I was like, I need to be that close to a dolphin. Like, are you kidding? And I actually got to do that last year. We snorkeled in like this enclosure with dolphins, just free.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I think you're our first marine biologist. So, okay. Now, where in, so is it Honduras or nothing? Like, or do you want to go, like, what would Great Barrier Reef?
It could be, the Great Barrier Reef would be amazing. I don't see that as a 5-year thing. Because that's a lot of, Honduras is a lot of money. But
Okay,
I can get half of that paid for by the school.
Okay,
So
sick. Yeah,
that's where I am.
Gotcha.
But Honduras, I went to Roatan and it is beautiful. I
also
went there.
Roatan.
I went there once on
And
a cruise
Honduras.
a couple years ago, and I like when I saw that they had the opportunity here, I was like, I gotta go.
So I'm dumb. What is Rotan?
Yeah, it's an island off the coast of Honduras. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
It's like a chain of islands. They have like barrier islands.
Awesome.
And one of the big ones is Roatan. Roatan?
Is
How you
there
say it? Pretty sure.
Yeah, you're at, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Is there something that you could tell me about, even like a statistic about something that you've learned that would just surprise me about marine biology? And I guess, and let me tell you, most things are gonna surprise me.
In fact, I don't know why I like to share this, but the microplastics thing is a really huge, like, it's a big deal in the marine biology community. One of the things that they're researching is that filter feeders in the ocean are learning how to filter microplastics, and they're looking to consume clean ones rather than dirty. Like, they're learning how to filter out the dirty ones because they know they're going to get it anyway. So they filter in clean ones instead.
So you're talking filter feeders are their fish?
Filter feeders are they're sea salt. I'm using big words.
Please. This is a pretty lowbrow podcast. We could use some larger words here.
They're non-movable like creatures like sponges and coral and things like that.
Okay.
And they're the type of creatures that they filter the water and take all the microorganisms out of it and feed off of that. And so some of them are learning because they know that they're going to receive microplastics. Like every organism eats like a credit card's worth of microplastics in a week.
Oh
or so.
my gosh.
Yeah. So they know they're going to get it anyway. So they're learning how to get the clean ones instead of the dirty ones.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. That's one of the little facts I like to spit out. And I'm like, okay, now clean the ocean.
All right. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
maybe we should just go.
That got really heavy.
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
I guess let's just shut this down and
Yeah, guys.
let's go clean it up.
All right,
I'm
time to go.
feeling pretty guilty.
Oh, no.
Let's all go to Galveston right now
Yeah,
and bring
let's-
a trash
Come
bag.
on, let's do it.
Yeah.
No, but we need you. We need
Yeah,
you to
we
keep pursuing this.
Yes.
Please, God.
Yeah, for sure.
For the sake of the world, please don't stop learning about this. Thank you, Naomi. That was awesome. That was such a surprise. I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that you had marine biology.
It got really heavy.
No, absolutely.
okay.
No, it's okay.
I'm really serious about my work.
No, that's great. I'm not, and so
Okay.
it's a great it's a great dichotomy about this podcast. Okay, so Hayden.
Yes.
All right, so how are you going to help save the world from impending doom?
Just, be myself on a stage.
Period. The little clip from
Just
Impractical
start
Joker.
singing show tunes at people in the audience. Target them even.
Okay, so
Wait, do you know the clip that the little girl's like, "What's your favorite food?" And he's like, "Pizza." And then she's like, "Why haven't you joined the army to help save our country?"
yeah,
That's what that
essentially,
was.
yeah. So Hayden, I get the same question. 5 years ish, just what do you want out of the future since you're such a young lad?
Yeah, I'm just such a young little lad.
Yeah, you're a young little lad,
little laddie boy. I'm thinking.
You're just a little country mouse. Are we going into the big city?
I'm thinking. Okay, so I know.
Before you just push it a little closer to you. Yeah.
Hello there.
Beautiful,
Anyways,
beautiful.
so I'm thinking. Not super sure. It would be fun to try being a theater director or teacher.
Yeah.
Like at a school.
Absolutely.
Which is where you teach. I think that would be fun. And then 5 years. 5 years that would be where I'd be in 5 years. Unless another route I could go is getting an agent and getting small acting gigs and getting paid just for acting.
Yeah. That would be really sick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you went the teaching route, would you want to do high school?
Okay, so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I don't know my skill level yet, and I don't know if collegiate would be doable. Like maybe it would.
Oh yeah.
It would?
Yeah, sure.
We'll
sure.
see. We'll just see when I get there.
Yeah.
We'll see when I do it, because I will conquer all.
Oh my!
Because I'm gonna save the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
With your theater knowledge.
Yeah. My knowledge of
You're professing.
Heathers the musical. That will save the world.
So here's a good question. This is deep for the Texas listeners. There's a competition every year. It's called UIL. I can't remember what it stands for.
One act play.
Yeah, well, it's a one act play, but I can't remember what UIL stands for. But whatever. It's a competition, and on the theater side of everything, it's an academic competition, and on the theater side, the school puts together a one act play. So it's got to be 40 minutes or less.
I remember that.
You're pitted against, and then you're subjectively judged by a judge, and then you get moved on, whatever. Now, if you were to do that, if you were to direct, if you were to be the teacher, do you have a play in mind, or do you would you be like the comedy school, or would you be the drama school, or would you be kind of like the alternative? We're gonna do like, that's
That
dumb.
Of another show.
Waxahachie.
I was like,
was it
Monster Calls Waxahachie?
I didn't see that one because I think that's a different region than what I did, but I know. I think that
Very good.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So you can stop talking.
Oh wow! Were you silent or
Sorry,
something?
Naomi.
the Riz level is off the charts.
Yeah, guys, I have so much riz.
All right. So what?
So I think I would do like uncalled for.
Stop
You would do
talking.
what to this school?
My bad, guys. I didn't know where I was. That is just my bad. I don't know what's wrong.
But now,
It's just I just am sick now. I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
watch your mouth.
Anyways,
That's crazy, dude.
I know, right? No, but for real, I think I would do like a wide variety. Variety?
Ooh.
Variety is crazy. That's not a word. I don't
A
think.
full ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do a full ray of them.
A variety of different types of shows. I feel. I feel.
But
yeah.
okay, variety. Yeah, for me, that's the thing is like if somebody was asking me, mine would be probably comedy every year. I would because it's so fun. The kids can get a little looser. It's not so serious, not so heavy. But when you do bad bad stage comedies are terrible.
Oh yeah,
They're horrific.
they're so bad.
But you gotta tune them up. You gotta like. But when you see a good one, it's obvious, and that I like that a lot. But that's interesting. I didn't know you want to be a teacher. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little teacher.
I'm just a little teacher.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right.
little theater teacher.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Moving on. Now that we know you both a little bit, and I support both of you in your endeavors. I hope the best. Thank you for coming. Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye.
We're not done
All
yet.
right.
Peace.
Did you guys do any extracurriculars that were not theater in high school?
Yes,
What did you do?
I always have done choir.
Choir?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yipperoonie. I love singing.
What did you say? You say
Yipperoonie. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I probably say that from watching Liv and Maddie too
Just like,
much.
say that again.
Yipperoonie.
Oh, wow.
Spiced it up that time.
Yeah, I was definitely a quiet child before I was ever in theater. Choir for sure. Do you like performing in a choir?
I do. It's very fun. It's not. I was gonna say, wait, that sounded sarcastic. Because like
It's very fun.
That's the right word that
that
we
is
should
the
use
right
here.
word. I'm
Oh,
trying
man.
to think. I love choir.
Mm-hmm.
It can be very stressful, specifically in college,
Yeah.
because it's like
Oh,
a
dude,
lot.
don't get
It's a
me
lot
started
in
on
college.
that. Yeah, don't get me started on the college ones. Yeah, that's when I lost my for it. But absolutely. What about you,
yeah.
Naomi?
Wow. Okay. I did soccer. Oh, well. I did a lot. Like, I bounced around a lot when I was a kid, so I don't know if that counts. But then when I got to high school, I did. I played soccer like recreationally, and I thought about joining the team, but then I didn't like anyone on the team, so I didn't do it. Ooh. They're in Austin.
Yeah,
it's
you think
fine.
I care about the sports?
They're in Austin.
Because I was about to ask, I love the stories of because I don't have this. I never did. I never played any sports, obviously. But did either of you play any sports and then like have to quit them?
Yes.
For some, what did you do, Hayden?
so I did tennis
Okay.
for both years of middle school and then freshman year.
And then
Right.
Did you ever have those? Because I love these conversations like, so you're quitting, huh? Like from the coach, just like, you're gonna let down your team next year.
That did happen. So not really. She was like, "So are you going to be in tennis next year? I didn't see you on the list." I was like, "Oh no."
I was like, oh, that's because I didn't sign up for
that's
the list.
because I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
surprise.
stopped because people were being really mean to me.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it was bad. I was like, "Oh,
Fuck 'em. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get
I'm
him,
not
get
doing
him.
Yeah.
ah." Thanks, guys.
Oh man. That's what about you, Naomi? Did you ever have a I'm quitting conversation? I love
mine
those.
was junior year, and I did the first semester cross country and the second semester track.
Uh-huh.
And I was good, and I was getting really good. I got down to like a 7-minute mile, and
shit.
I ran a 400. That was like, oh man, maybe a minute 35.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
getting really good, but also I had injured myself, and they kept telling me just stretch and go to practice. And then I went to the doctor, and they were like, this is like almost torn. I was like, guys, you told me I was fine. And I was like, I'm not doing this. They're not going to take care of me.
The amount of people from like my era that have lasting injuries from their high school sports that got them nothing, like that they completely dropped as soon as they went to college is crazy. Like they're just like, man, my back still hurts from that one game, that yada yada yada. And there's like, I really tried to quit before my senior year, but my coach, they have those conversations where there's like, you're gonna let down the team. You're the heart and soul, and like you could be a piece of shit. You could be like third string whatever, and there's like, you're the heart and soul of this team. You're gonna have to look them all in the eye, and you're gonna have to say, I quit, and that's on you. And they try to guilt trip you, and I'm just like, luckily, because I was so unserious with all of the the coaches. I was so disrespectful to as teachers. I was just like, you're a piece of shit. I was ruthless to coaches but that's because I had no respect for them. I was not in sports.
There you go.
But yeah, so when I heard those conversations from my friends, I thought about that today, and that's why I wrote it down, because I was like, I want to know if anybody else has those conversations where they're like, I'm quitting, and they're like, wow. Like, they make it so serious.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the worst thing you've ever done to them. It's crazy.
Mine's was like, I was barely even there. Like, no one really even paid attention to me.
Right.
I didn't have friends in track or anything.
But when you quit,
But,
suddenly you're the most important.
Suddenly I was so important. And then I knew I needed to quit because I tried to get out of the meet because I was hurt. And she was like, you need to run because there's only 2 people running 400 and we need racers. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I finished that race. I was in second place for the whole time until the last 100 meters. And my leg was hurting so bad that I dropped to 7th. It was 8 people. And I dropped to 7th. Because in the last couple 100 meters, I just couldn't do it. And after I finished, my leg hurt so bad I almost passed out.
Does your injury still hurt?
No, from time. Oh, wow.
Speaking of injury, I did probably probably
I
mess
just
it
thought
up.
about that.
I probably messed it up more.
It's the same
with our
leg I
stunt in the
kept
show.
buckling. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's probably from that. It's fine.
Wonderful.
So for those that don't know, in the show Guys and Dolls, produced by McLennan Theatre, we had a stunt where Naomi jumped on my back in the middle of a brawl scene in the middle of the Havana, everybody's drunk scene.
Mm-hmm.
And, there was a couple times where just kind of got away from us.
Okay, it wasn't your fault. It was mine because they gave
Thank you. I'm glad we have this on record.
For legal purposes. We kept mixing up our skirts and mine was too long. So I would have to hike it.
You and I kept mixing up our skirts.
I would,
Got it.
obviously.
real.
I would overcompensate the jump and I would go too far. And then I would land on my leg and it would buckle from under me.
That's
And
terrifying.
it was great. It only happened 3 times.
Only 3.
Do either of you have a horror story from a live performance? Naomi,
Yes.
okay, go for it.
So sorry. I have to. When I was in sophomore year, I did Shrek the Musical, and we had to build this this tall tower.
Mm-hmm.
And while me and 2 other people were on it, apparently it broke in the middle of the show. Like, we could have died.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So it
Terrifying.
broke, but you were on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't fall?
No, we didn't fall. We didn't know that it had broken, and they had to fix it the next day.
But it was just
But
like, it could have been.
It could have been bad.
The potential energy was inside.
And then we used the same tower for Into the Woods, and it broke again.
Nice.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Hayden, what about you?
I have 2, but I can
All
think
right.
of one of them.
All right, make them quick. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
my bad, guys.
Dude,
I yap.
Hayden, please kill as much time as you'd like. Be
doing great.
be elaborate.
Okay.
We want to hear you talk.
It all started. Let's get
No, please.
Okay.
Okay. All right, set the scene.
Okay. So we walk in. The first one, by the way. Oh wow. Oh, this is beautiful. The first one is I'm an audience member, right? I'm watching this show, and they start it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They start the show. No music. Uh-oh.
Let me turn off this music.
No, the music doesn't work.
Oh.
So here's the thing. The director is in the audience, and she's like, "Hey, y'all should start the show without the music and do it a cappella." So they started the show, and then someone at the audience was like, "No, I have a thing here. Just use this phone and a speaker." And so they put a speaker on and started playing the music through the speaker, and they started over from the beginning again and started, but you couldn't hear the speaker. The speaker didn't work at first.
Right.
And they started it.
What kind of hell is this?
It took an hour for the show to start. No. So then they were like, okay, well, since the speaker's not working, oh wait, it's working now. It started working.
Where was this?
Waco Children's Theater.
Oh my god,
dude! Because I felt so bad for all the kids.
Yeah, that's
they
crazy.
They were all like 8 years old. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. Anyways, so they were like, the speaker's working. Let's start it over again from the beginning.
No.
So they
way,
started it from the
dude.
beginning again. And then the sound system started working. And they're like, okay, guys, we're going to start it from the beginning again. And they started it from the beginning again. So I saw the beginning of that show a solid 4 times.
in one night.
In one night. Yeah.
died of it.
It was great.
all with just varying levels of like
Yeah.
sound quality.
Yes, it was great.
That's brutal, dude.
Dude, it was crazy. And then the other one is my fault, guys. I was on stage, and it's the first time I ever messed up on stage. It was senior year of high school. It's the first time I ever messed up a line or anything on stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because
Gotcha.
I'm just him.
Uh,
I know.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yes.
But yeah. But no, I'm on stage and I have like a line and I don't say it. And this is the final show because it was the end of the year. This was the final show I would be doing in our high school auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really scared.
Yeah.
And I messed up my line and didn't say anything. And my co-star was like looking at me like beating me the line.
Yeah.
And I said the line and then went on with the scene. Once I got off stage, let me tell you, bawling my eyes out, just horribly sobbing. I was like, "This is my final show," and I ruined it.
That's awesome.
It was horrible. Oh yeah,
Wow.
it was. Oh no, it was great. Yeah, I love that.
It is no like okay. So yeah, you got to take that.
Oh yeah,
You got to take that thing that happened and that energy, and you got to like make something hilarious out of that because that's
yeah.
so fucking funny.
That's
Like,
really funny.
It's so funny because what other than a funny thing is it? It's a sad memory. Like you might as well turn it into.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think of it as really funny that I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there backstage like.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Also, at the end of the performance,
Uh-huh.
she was like, "All the seniors come on stage," and my eyes were red. My eyes were horribly red and puffy. So here's the thing. I was like, I'm not doing that. So I stayed backstage. And she was like, and then we have all this seniors. Where's Hayden? And I was like, I'm not going. And she was like, hey, someone get Hayden. I was like, no, please, no.
Would either of you say you have any form of like stage fright?
No,
So you don't get nervous? at all?
but like, I get nervous
Mhm.
and I overthink. But then when I get on stage,
Mhm.
I'm fine. Like starting Guys and
Yes.
Dolls was terrifying because I'm the first thing on stage. I'm like,
Dude, I can't. Yeah, you, Mitchell. I was like, whoa, here we go. Like,
Stressed.
I could not. I had a good 20 minutes before I got to go, and then I'm on there forever. But
Oh,
yeah, that's awesome. Naomi, what about you?
I don't think so. I'm normally pretty good with like being on stage, and I don't know. I'm just her. So
Yeah. of course she is.
I've kind of been like I used to like make music videos on like my little DS when I was little.
On
and,
your
like, show 'em to
Nintendo
my-
DS?
Yeah, and show
Hell
them to
yeah.
my family. Like I was always just a
That-
little performer.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Slay.
that sounds bad. Well,
What sounds bad?
no one's heard it that way. It's fine.
Yeah, just like
Oh my God.
I think you're good. I think you're good. Okay. All right. So I think we got to know you guys. Let's get into it. To satisfy the title, Worst Impressions,
Here we go.
I
Here we go, guys.
I ask everyone to bring an impression of a character or an actor or a celebrity that you would like to perform in the microphone for our audience. Do either of you have one of those with us today? Who wants to go first?
Which one do I do first? Okay.
Okay, we'll if you guys have multiple, just Naomi, we'll just
Mine-
alternate.
Okay.
Okay. My first one is from Shark Tale. It's the little
Oh, deep cut.
it's the little krill. I think he's a shrimp.
Oh
And,
yeah, the krill.
And it's like a whole monologue, but I like debated doing this one because I was like,
Let her rip.
it's okay. Can I do the whole thing? 'Cause it's
Sure,
a
if
little
you got
long, but
if
it's-
you got it.
he says, it's true, and also my sister had a baby and I had to take him in because she passed away and it lost its arms and legs and now it only has little nubs. But I take care of it with my life and he's growing and he's fairly happy, but it's difficult because I had to take a second job at the factory to put food on the table. But all the love I see in that little guy's face makes it worth it in the end. True story.
A true story.
Oh my gosh. Good job. Good job.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. So did you memorize that when you were a kid? Or-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I loved that part so much. And then he
Hell
would
yeah.
be like, he was like, at the end of it, he was like, have mercy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
a good
he's like, "Have
person. And then he
mercy."
goes, I was like, he's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's better is Shark Tale or Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo.
Thank you.
I think
What?
Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
Shark Tale.
is so good.
Shark Tale.
Finding Nemo.
Shark Tale is
Finding Nemo's
underrated, but
Yeah.
like because of their release times were so close together
Mhm.
in like the Finding Nemo, just like it almost. Everyone's almost like, well, Shark Tale's just rip off of Finding Nemo. I was like, no, it's not. It's a
No.
different thing. But
Yeah.
Completely different.
But dumb adults will just be like, that's the other fish one. It's the DreamWorks
Yeah.
fish one, Okay, Hayden. Let her rip. What do you got?
Okay, guys, I'm doing Jennifer Tilly a la Seed of Chucky. Okay? That's going to be crazy. Let's see if my voice will work this time. Because it can get insane. Okay? Oh, yeah, water.
Use water. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wet that whistle. A wet mouth makes less noise.
That's
Wow.
Yes, I think,
Oh.
sure.
It's true.
Pretty.
You want
That's probably
if you want to be on a
horrendous.
podcast, you want a wet mouth.
I'm terrified. Okay. I'm putting this water over here. Okay.
Hayden, is your mouth wet enough?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
So, Jennifer Tilly. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. And I killed it. And I ate and I killed it.
Can you do Can you do it one more time?
I don't think the mic picked it up very
You
well.
got you get yeah.
Okay.
If you need to get like real close, you get it. Kiss it.
Sorry. Jennifer Tilly. You're welcome. That was so good.
Pretty.
Like I killed it. I don't know what else to say. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're so good.
Good job.
Thanks,
Good job.
guys.
Naomi, you have another one?
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I've probably actually done this already, like just on the podcast, but
Okay.
it's the Kardashian.
Oh yeah. You're giving me a little slice of this
yeah.
beforehand.
And they go, it's organic. I think it's much healthier when it's organic and fat free. Why are you laughing? It's just how I talk.
I think I'm like 95% sure you're our first Kardashian on here. So
That's
if
amazing.
I'm wrong, I'm sorry to whoever has come up, but I think you are, and I've been really, really waiting for somebody to bring it here because I'm just like, someone do the Kardashians, please, thank you. It's organic
and fat free.
and fat free. I can't. Mine. I'm so Paris Hilton coded that like I go back to Paris. Like I'm just like it's fat free. That's hot. So it's the Kardashians are tough for me.
I like when they're like, you're just a bitch.
Yeah, you're just a bitch. Oh man, that's good. Hayden, you got a Kardashian? Let's all just be the Kardashians for the rest of the pod.
Organic. That's it. That's all I've got.
Have if either of you were in a battle royale, what weapon would you choose? Or are you just a stupid bitch?
I think I would have to choose like something with like gluten and like lactose and lots of cholesterol. It's honestly really brutal.
I'm sure I think she's either TikTok or Instagram or she's both. The one that she does the impression of the
Yeah,
Kardashians.
we were talking about
The
her.
sticky notes?
It's the sticky note nails.
Oh, yeah.
Love her to death because like
So funny.
she pioneered like the Kardashian impression, and now
Mhm.
like that's where everybody gets it from.
Mhm, that's
She's-
where I
Oh,
got
yeah.
mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's funny. And
She's
like,
great. I can't remember her name.
The nails that are
So funny.
not
It's so
hairspray.
Yeah, it's like, not the podcast. Like it's like very like every
Not the
time.
podcast.
When she does the faces too, and she's like,
Hayden,
Yes.
did you have another one or am I,
Yes.
okay.
I have to move the mic away a little bit.
Yeah, let's move. Yeah.
It's just fine.
Okay. Tell me if this is too loud. Okay.
It won't be.
You bastards! They killed Kenny. You're welcome.
Is
Again.
that Kyle?
I think so. I have no clue.
It's just
I
one.
don't, I don't watch South Park.
and
True.
you don't want.
No.
See, this is where the
I can
millennial.
also do
Ludicrous.
Cartman. But
This is where the millennials go to war with Gen Z. Is that South Park is the best? You're just doing an an average amalgam of the Trey Parker, Matt Stone voice.
I knew those people. Yeah.
They are the voice.
They're the voice actors?
They're the creators. They're the lords of South Park.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they created the musical The Book of Mormon.
I knew that. I
Yeah.
knew that.
So
I
like that's the thing is my favorite part is people like especially theater people like ooh South Park is like Rosen was like you like The Book of Mormon on Broadway and they're just like I love it. And it was like same people, bitch.
Same
Like
people.
it's
Uh-huh.
that's my favorite part is like you don't know like that's how good they are and how creative that's what South Park is the best.
Oh yeah.
So you should get into it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I watched like 5 episodes in the first season and then stopped because I was gonna watch it in order. Then I was like, never mind.
It was fun. It was fun for people my age because we were not supposed to be watching it at all. And so it was like something and before streaming and everything for us and we were like sneaking around watching South Park and like then we were learning such fun words like the FUCK word.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Okay, we
Holy moly.
we glossed over it because we were doing some bits, but if you guys were in a battle royale in an arena and you only get a melee weapon and you have to survive against 50 random people selected all across the world, whatever, and just randomly thrown into an arena and you have to be the last person standing, what weapon do you choose?
Okay. I'm gonna get into my D&D lore.
Please do. Please do.
I started.
It's welcome.
I started D&D when I did She Kills Monsters. And we had one of the students there made all of our weapons for that show.
Oh, fun.
And so she made me this like great axe that was like, it was beautiful and amazing. And so I would actually I learned how to fight with that.
That's so
and
cool.
I would use one of those.
That's awesome.
A great. So is it the double-sided or one?
It's one-sided,
just
but a double-sided one would be so sick.
You want just a big double-headed axe? Okay, a big battle axe. Yeah, and you're fast. So you would just be. Would you be aggressive? Okay, because I know that's such a general word in an arena fight, but when you get into it, you have to picture yourself at first, you're probably going to be scared.
Yeah.
And then do you go berserk or do you run around the outside and kind of come in for little chops?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like you're just...
I feel like I would just kind of go in and go for it.
You're going to go chop some bitches
that's
up.
That's how we were in that show. We had to make our fight choreography out of stage movement and stuff like that. And so we figured out how to do those fight sequences and all. Yeah. And I kind of was just one of the ones that would just go in and go for stuff. So I feel like that was just instinctual that I would just eventually I would get in there and I'd just be going for it.
Cool. What about you, Hayden?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yeah. I think perchance, mayhaps even.
You can't just say perchance.
My bad. Okay. I would get. This is tough. I don't know.
Hayden, I want you to know you would absolutely fucking destroy in an arena battle. I'm just saying.
Would I?
Yes.
I would run off to the side and be like,
No, you just gotta get your confidence up. Get a big ass something.
Oh yeah.
And just take Naomi down.
Okay, wow. Naomi is small and stealthy.
That's true. I would choose a gigantic anime style sword like Cloud's. I would choose that.
Sure.
I would just go in, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. go.
That would be awesome.
Oh man.
And now I do little poses and go, ha!
Yeah, you get the poses in there.
My hair would turn spiky. It would be great.
Oh yeah, what color?
Yeah, about blue, perchance. Probably blue. Blue spikes with purple highlights.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
So Naomi's gonna win in this
Perchance,
fight.
Oh, yeah.
What is the most Texan thing about you both? Now I know you're from Louisiana, but
Well, I lived most.
since
I,
you since you've lived here a
bounced
lot,
for a while.
what is the
but,
most Texan thing about you?
I don't know.
Is it the food you eat?
Maybe I don't know. I'm
You should go, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's got to be something. Maybe my voice.
Maybe it's my accent.
Yeah. Is it your dessert preference? Is it your music preference? What?
Not really. I don't know.
Because here's the thing: when you grow up, like I don't know, there's a weird thing with theater kids or alt kids or whatever, especially growing up in the South. You start rejecting some of the norms and and so. But what I realized over time is that there was some stuff that I'm just like, you know what? I was rejecting that. Like I was, a little too harshly just to be different, yada, yada. But there's still, no matter what, something from, just growing up here, it's going to slip through. And I think a lot of it is our voices,
Yeah.
grilled onions.
I love fair food.
Pepper
I'll say
jack
that.
cheese.
I'm a sucker for fair food.
is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deep fried everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Turkey leg,
I've never
funnel
had that.
cakes.
See, but this goes back to you being from Tomball
true,
and the Texas
yeah.
Renaissance Festival. Yeah, so I'm not entirely convinced. You seem to be pulling the wool over our eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Hayden, what about yourself?
My love of Tex-Mex,
Oh,
I would
nice.
say, or the amount of times I say y'all.
That's the thing is like
Y'all.
everybody forgets how much we say y'all until you go
Oh,
somewhere
yeah.
else, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm saying that
People don't do that.
I do say that a lot.
every time I talk.
Oh, yeah.
Has anything paranormal or extraterrestrial ever happened to either one of you?
Go for it.
Okay. So
You're very excited about this one.
I have a story. Okay.
Okay, let it
So,
rip.
We were at a church a
Mhm.
long time ago. I forgot how
What
many
were you
years
doing
ago.
in a church?
My mom worked there. My mother worked there. Okay, guys. But yeah, no, we were in a church. She was watching a video or something at we were there really late. I don't remember why.
Mhm.
But we were there super late and we decided, hey guys, let's all play hide and seek, right?
It's crazy how I have a very similar story. Go on.
So I was with my stepsister, my sister, my brother, and my stepdad, I think, and we were all playing hide and seek. And me and my stepsister went into I forgot what it's called. Not the sanctum. What am I thinking of?
The torture chamber.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No,
Every church has one.
all of them. What is it called? It's the the
Where are
seating
we
area.
going to church, guys?
It's like, well.
The seating area. The place where you sit.
The sanctuary.
Oh, that
Is
bowl.
it called the sanctuary?
That bowl of water that burns when I touch it.
Is it called the sanctuary?
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck
yeah.
if I know,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, it is.
You think
It's
I've
the
ever gone to
sanctuary.
church?
Yeah, we were in the sanctuary, right? And
Yeah.
we were hiding in the upper level, up the stairs over the
Okay.
below audience, like the mezzanine.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you say that.
The viewing is it's when the oligarchs look down upon everybody's lovely sinners. Yes. Give me your
all
money.
the
Looking sinners.
Mhm.
guys and dolls. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were hiding up there and we were like, guys, it's not guys. It was just us two. So I was like, girl, it's really scary. Girl. Anyways, it was terrifying. It was
Oh, that's
dark
funny.
because it was nighttime and there was no light coming in from the windows.
Mhm.
And it was just eerily silent.
Okay.
So we were sitting there and we were like, I'm kind of done. But we were going to play anyways.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there and we hear the door open. And we're like, okay, we're done. Hey, we're here. We're
Uh-huh.
here. And then no one said anything.
Oh no.
We were like, hello? Hello?
Oh no.
And then we were like, okay, we're done.
Uh-huh.
And so we saw the door open again and close, and no one said anything. And we went and asked everyone else, and they were like, yeah, no, we didn't go in there.
And no one was
No
there.
one was there. Yeah, I was like, hello?
Okay.
So we quit and we ran out of the room.
Yeah. Did you ever go back there?
Yeah, because my mom worked there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was haunted though. I swear. I swear there was demons and ghosts up in there.
Most are. Yeah, there's plenty of demons in there. If,
yeah,
that's
it was
the thing.
scary.
It's like, if you want to mess with a demon, I'll show you where they are. Naomi, what about you?
I don't know if I have any experiences off the top of my head.
And this is paranormal or extraterrestrial. So aliens? Question mark aliens?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think, can I like say just a weird thing about like
No, you cannot. Move on. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
cool.
I'm just
agree.
kidding. Please, no. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
a weird thing is that my middle school was built on the bones of a children's hospital.
On the bones?
Yeah. It used to be a children's hospital.
Oh, like the shell of the, okay.
Yeah.
Bones
The
was a
bones
wild
of the
metaphor.
hospital.
Yeah, I was
I
like
mean,
bones. I was like,
bones-
the bones.
Bones in
The
the,
bones
sense
of these children?
Yeah, I'll get there.
Whoa.
In the sense
All
of
right.
like, yeah, the
Now we're
whole-
cooking.
Mhm.
Let's tell me about these
the
kids.
entire of the building used to be a children's hospital, and they have a CPS right on campus. Like, it
Cool.
was
That's
it used to
crazy.
be like a mental hospital and all that. But on like by the soccer pit, there's a soccer field in the back of the school lot, and then there's a hill, and on the top of the hill is an unofficial cemetery at that school, and they left it there. So there literally are bones.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
they did
All right.
on a Halloween. They did a scavenger hunt in the cemetery.
And y'all.
That's wild.
And it was only for the upper class, the
They
eighth graders.
did they did a scavenger hunt in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Did any kids turn up missing?
No, it was during the day. Luckily, that was smart.
Okay.
But I will say we've had to do like practices at like because I was in soccer in 8th grade,
Mhm.
and we'd have to do practices on the soccer field, and like we'd hear weird things or like we'd like
No.
it would just
Nice.
feel off, and we'd have to leave. It was also by a forest, so it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere,
sure.
and there were like wild boars out there, and they would come on our campus. But like also, it was just kind of weird and spooky.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You ever feel any energy?
Sometimes I would have to like get dropped off early, and so it would just be like me and my brother, maybe a couple of other kids, and it just felt like off and eerie because there was no adults in the school yet, but they would leave the front door open for kids that had to get there.
Right. They're just
Terrifying.
yeah, just
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Oh,
I just want to play a game with you.
Guys, there's someone speaking. Sorry.
that was cute. Oh wow, I didn't.
So it feels like that. It feels that's crazy sounding.
What is that, guys?
Guys, that was crazy.
Oh,
Oh
pretty.
my gosh. Is that me?
So yeah, that's wild. They did
That's
they
crazy.
did a scavenger hunt on a cemetery.
And only the older kids were allowed to go.
That seems like we're asking for trouble because
I
like
know,
you could
right?
get some tombstones defaced.
Yeah.
Yada yada.
Like I was like, how is this legal?
Like, that's
Yeah.
wild.
But I
don't
guess because
know.
it was unofficial, like
Right. Interesting. Well, that's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
You guys, I just wanted to let you know that both of you were such wonderful guests.
Thank you.
Y'all, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Is there anything before we wrap it up that you guys wanted to share? Are you guys doing any shows coming up?
Yes.
What are we doing?
We are both in Dracula.
Yeah.
I can't be anymore.
No.
I
Never
wanted
mind.
to, but also I have to work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working.
I need that time because my schedule isn't built around a work schedule right now, like my school schedule.
And you're
So-
a marine biologist.
And I'm a marine
Yeah.
biologist. I gotta go save the world.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah.
Like, please do.
I also gotta go and like rizz people up, so I just need time for that, you know?
There you go. Because she's the Rizzler.
I sure am.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the Rizzler? I can't even do it. Yeah.
Yeah. For those
Oh,
of you
man.
watching the video.
Yes,
Those of you
that was a
watching?
visual bit. Okay, so Hayden, you tell me about it.
It's Dracula, a comedy of terrors.
Uh-huh.
It's a very goofy retelling of Dracula,
Yeah.
but Dracula is like really hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
hot
Hell yeah.
and bisexual.
Oh
And
shit.
oh yeah, and he's a puppet.
He's fair game.
And he's a puppet.
He's a puppet.
He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Muppet style puppet.
That's so fun.
Oh yeah.
Who are you in there?
I am Dr. Westfeldt.
Oh nice.
So I get to be sexist. To
We love that.
I know,
No.
right?
God.
To Dr. Jean Van Helsing,
Okay.
who is a woman.
Oh nice.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, right? Women doctors? No way.
A lady
Anyways.
doctor.
A lady
Uh-uh.
doctor.
Get out of town.
Yeah, it's
There's no
crazy.
way.
But yeah,
That's awesome. I'm excited. I cannot wait to go see it. And you need to try to make me laugh
okay.
the whole time.
I'll do my best.
If you don't, it will be a massive failure on your part.
Yeah, it'll be my fault.
It'll be your fault.
Think about it
My
for
fault.
the rest of your life.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be my fault and my fault alone.
Anything else? When is that open? It's
I
like
have no clue.
it's
That's a
sometime-
fantastic question.
I'll put it in the show notes. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Looks so fun.
Mhm.
That's McLennan Theatre again.
Oh, we're also doing the opera, which is coming out soon.
Are you in the opera?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Are you both in the opera?
I'm ensemble.
Mhm. Yeah, we're both in
Oh,
opera.
Fun.
That's coming out. I don't remember the date.
I put
for
it
that
in the show
either.
notes with
Megan Morgan.
Megan Morgan. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I'm in that one. I am the defendant. So
Yeah. You're defending some lawyer stuff.
I am the one who is cheating on the plaintiff,
Dude.
and she's like,
And they kind of like it. Like whoever's getting cheated on,
yeah, she's trying to win me back.
they kind of like it. They're just like,
Yeah.
you can cheat on me.
Yeah, she's like, I love you, so stop cheating and marry me now. Yeah, that's great.
I'm playing hard to get.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, but you're boring. So
Oh,
next,
wow.
yeah,
Damn. All right.
solid
Next
40-minute
is
show.
crazy.
Next, it basically says it. I think.
Perfect. Y'all were an amazing guests. I'm so happy to have you both. One more
Yeah.
for Naomi and Hayden. Thank you all for coming and sharing your time with the podcast. And
you.
thank you all for listening. Anything you want to share, Naomi, before we go?
I don't think so.
Follow you both on Instagram, yada yada.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'll be tagging you guys in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was so much fun to work with you guys on Guys and Dolls,
Yeah.
and it's very
Pepperoni.
fun to have you guys
It's a good
here.
show.
And it was amazing because I got to interact with both of you in the show. I got to have some scenes directly with Hayden, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
Yeah.
like it was fun because I could like I just got to look him straight in the eyes and just like, man, I can't. Like I wanted to. I'm pretty good at not breaking if I really want to,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but just something about being in your presence
yeah.
makes me wanna
You're
break.
welcome.
Thank you. That doesn't come around very often, so that's
That's always
very
my
fun.
goal. Is to make people break character.
Hell yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude. This is the best scene partners.
Oh yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Please, go out, see their shows. I hope you guys had fun and want to come back. We can now that you guys, we got to know you and you guys are established, you guys can come back, and the next time you guys come, we don't have to do the backstories. We can just get
Yeah.
into improv games. We can
Oh, yeah.
we can do the half of the episode as the Kardashians.
Oh.
We can
Oh,
my gosh.
it can be a lot more loosey goosey.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Because now we know who you are.
I'm an established character.
You are an established character
Oh, yeah.
in the WIMP universe, the Worst Impressions universe. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Wow.
And
Slay.
good night.
Oh, we should have done that for the.
We should have
Boom.
made out for the final frame.